Hello and welcome back to Rogue Trader. It is time for us to head into the Koronus Expanse, a thing I think I've said more times than I care to admit, and it is time for us to continue what we were doing at the end of last episode, which was working our way, I think, towards these two things, just to see if there's anything to do in them. This is an uncharted system? Is this the one that has the Chaos guys in it and I keep ignoring it? It is the one that has the Chaos guys in it, yes. And they keep beating us and then I go, I'll come back here, and then I come back here in a bit. Yeah, that's what happens there every single time. Okay, so I'm working at my quickest way here. There is a connection already to Tiklos Epsilon, which is Yanis. Okay, I guess we take that connection and we lower it. That's the cheapest way of going there. So let's go to Mundus Valancius. We'll work our way down, because it's free travel from here. Anyway. Tech Priest reported a brief malfunction in the Geller field generator that left the vessel exposed to the warp for a brief second. According to the Enforcer report, something did manage to get into the ship and is now prowling the dark corridors of Loading Bay 5. Send patrols into the affected chamber. Hey, we got heretic trophies. Wait a second, can we not sell those to, Yeah, we can sell these to the Imperial Navy. We just found a way of getting Navy rep without having to do battles. Oh, okay. Several armed teams left to search for the unknown creature that invaded the vessel. All but two returned with nothing to show for it, but hair turned permanently grey in horror stories of what was happening in Loading Bay 5. One team brought back a bizarre trophy allegedly found behind a shattered bulkhead. The last team was never seen or heard from again. I love the idea that these ships are so large that it could just be that there's still just, like, you know, some random chaos beings on the ship somewhere just wandering around, just like, because it's so large that if nobody's there, they're just like in their own little village. It's crazy. Anyway, let's head here, because that's a free trip. Then we're going to check our stuff. There we go. Knew there'd be something. Then we're going to go to... Wait, where does this connect to? Oh, this actually connects to Trintos. That's okay. Well, we'll do one extra trip. I think that's fine. We took some damage. Okay. Cool. We're going to head over to this one. We're going to lower it to unsafe. We're probably not going to go here often enough to need it to be lower than that. We'll do a little warp travel. To the cradle of Kefri. Okay, or Kepri. Anyway. Chart new routes. Hopefully it links to this one. It does. Oh, Foulstone is at a new stage of development, and I got 5 profit factor. So that must mean that we finished our thing here. Cool. An incredible find has been made on Foulstone, Lord Captain. A lost volume of St. Keith's Lost Diary has been found during the restoration of his crypt. According to his records, the members of the Order of the Hammer were able to find the crypto-ark containing a relic of St. Cognatius, the Crucible. Keith's writings on it are vague. It is called the Sculptor and the Transformer, granting life and grace. The explorators have sent a delegation claiming the treasure. The heated dispute has been going on for days. What's the meaning of the dispute? The Tech Priests claim that the privileges of the Adeptus Mechanicus oblige the Order of the Hammer to hand any sacred archaeotech over to them. Allegedly, the Crucible should be considered not as personal belongings of the saint, but rather as a temporary possession entrusted into his care. The Order of the Hammer rejects this thesis, insisting the right to care for these sacred objects belongs to the Ecclesiarchy's cults, and since Cognatius was canonized, the Crucible should be regarded as a blessed relic, not archaeotech. How fierce are the deliberations? Quite. The discussions have been happening now for more than 8 cycles without interruption. Both sides have provided more than 100 legal experts and have put forward around 4,000 theses, arguments and testimonies. The Special Administratum Commission, comprised of 200 armed clerks, has arrived to pass a verdict and enforce the law. This is probably the largest religious dispute in the Expanse's history. Abbess Lugnalia is vehemently defending the rights of the Order, and it seems to have managed to instill a touch of righteous fear in the explorators. Perhaps it will keep them from taking revenge if the dispute does not conclude in their favour. Okay, so before we do companions, I want to see what our options are. So we'd get Tech Priest Litany Collection. All voidship weapons except torpedoes gain 3% critical hit chance and 3 critical damage. Okay. The Order should make a list of documented miracles connected to the Crucible to defend their faith, or their case. That gets us lower Imperium, and you gain lower Imperium divided by 10% armor, and deals lower Imperium 10% critical damage to Xenos and demons. Also, they can reroll a failed test once per test. Okay. Does that mean a failed lower Imperium, or just a failed test? Because that's really, really good if it's a failed test. Or if they need the Crucible so badly, they should agree to an alternative service to it. Okay. What say my companions? It is likely that the research contained in the ancient treaties and archival repositories of the Adeptus Mechanicus will provide factual information on similar precedent. I can spare some of my computing power to find such a case, and provide my brothers and sisters with the information that is necessary to win this dispute. I believe that the chronicles of the Amalinian Conclave describe mystical miracles witnessed by zealots while praying at an ancient banner of St. Cappius. Should the Crucible perform a similar miracle, then no doubt will remain that it is indeed a holy relic and not the property of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Shireen, do you know the best motivation to make your enemies ripe for compromise? The danger of losing any sort of benefit is within your power to take the Crucible for yourself using the privilege of your warrant if you so desire. Why do you not imply such a possibility to the parties involved? Okay, so tech litany collection here, same thing but it's lower logic cost. You get the scriptures here, I assume lower persuasion cost, although it's using our persuasion, not using Cassia's, which is annoying. And then coercion, again using our coercion, you game the hammer and the cog. Medikits always heal 3 times the rogue trader's rank more wounds, or iconoclast rank. Ooh, okay. So, this one gets us the crit. The problem with the persuasion, which I would love to go for, is that it uses our persuasion. I'm fairly certain this should use your companion's persuasion based upon other things, but, you know, we're already too deep. I love how it says shows the best character for this action. I'm like, that is a lie. Wait a second. I wonder if you did this while you're in a party, whether that would increase your chances. That's interesting, actually. Yeah. That has something weird. If you open the colony screen when you're in a party, can you use the party stats? That's intriguing. I guess I have to go for logic. It's the only one that'll pass. So I'm going to take the crit chance. We'll find precedent that would convince the Order that you're right. Your request is accepted, conducting the ceremony of naval directing indexing. When the precedent discovered by the Venerable Magos was presented to the arbitration, the monks of the Order of the Hammer had no choice but to bow to the will of the explorators. In spite of losing the argument, the monks of the Order of the Hammer soon found enough humility within themselves to make peace with the results of the deliberations. Reaching into the Crucible has identified it as a device for surface terraforming. Fueled by geothermal energy of the planet, it could turn a wasteland into a blooming garden. However, a way to launch it has yet to be found. Okay, so that gets us in Drusius's footsteps, and we get Accuser of Sin. Okay, cool. I'm going to make a save here. So we could come back to this save, and then I'm going to load the quick save that I did before I did this. So let's load that quick save. I think this should be fine. Yeah, it's 6 minutes ago. That seems reasonable. And all we're going to do is find a planet to land on. So the Cradle of Kefri. So let's go to Yanis. Yeah, so that's fine. So that's the same thing. Exact same event that we just got. We're now just going to go... Actually, oh, this is Foulstone, not Yanis. Oh. Right, get me out of here. I can't land on Foulstone. I need to find somewhere that's actually landable. This is Yanis. There we go. Okay. I'm not worried about anything currently happening because it's all temporary. Right. Let's head over to Yanis and we'll see how this goes. So what we want to do is we want to take Jai with us. And maybe Jai Cassia. Oh, we got the Science of Virtue because we appeared here. Oh, okay, cool. We're going to drop ourselves in at the rebel base. Take our team. Actually, not rebel base, at this one. Take our team. But take out, like, Adira for Jai and, like, well, something like this, right? And then we're going to see how the colony thing works if we do it on that screen instead. Let's see how this goes. Right, we are on the planet, and now we can have a look. By the way, I had to roll back a few things due to some issues that I was having, but everything should be roughly as we left it. We'll go for what we need to redo when we get back to the ship screen. It's not too much. If we open the colony screen here, you will see that we have this thing. We can go through all of the stuff that we did before, and we can say, what say my companions, and now you will notice that it's using our companions rather than using ours. This is because we are in a party, while previously we were not in a party, we were just as ourselves, which is kind of annoying. We would love it if this actually worked with all of your party members as it should, however, it doesn't. It's kind of a little bit weird. I'm wondering if there's a specific reason for it. Like, maybe you could have it where it's using a party member that's temporarily left or something, or is unavailable, and this makes sure you can only use people who are in your party. I don't know. It's kind of a bit odd. Anyway, I don't really want to do the Pascal one. I want to do this one, I think, right? The scriptures? Yeah. 20 lore Imperium. So this is an equip thing, I suppose. So it might not be the best, but it does seem very good. Or coercion. Now, coercion we get as hammer and the cog, which is some iconoclast stuff. The problem is, like, we're not really using medikits on ourselves, so we're not really the right person. So yeah. Cassie has brought up an interesting idea. Let a convincing miracle happen that would prove the Crucible is a true relic. Let's do it. Now I feel uneasy at the thought that I've become the mastermind of this deceit. After some time, the Crucible revealed a visual miracle to the enthusiastic spectators, presenting to those gathered for the debate sacred images of martyrs blessing the ancient artifact. And even though some witnesses claimed to have caught a glimpse of some strange people operating the lens machines, most of those present have admitted the fact of this miracle and the status of the Crucible as a relic. The explorators have made peace with their loss and have asked permission to conduct several of their own rituals within the Crucible. When the tech liturgies have been completed, the tech priest departed Foulstone. Research into the Crucible has identified it as a device for surface terraforming, so same thing but different way of getting there. Interesting. Okay. Right, and that gets us this. It gets us the Accuser of Sin, which is okay, but not really what, and nobody we have can use it very well, and a bunch of complacency and profit factor. Wonderful. Right, now the other thing that we got that you may have spotted before, so one of the things we need to do is get our grenades there. But one of the things that we got was the Science of Virtue, which we'll find it in here. We got this as we clicked on Yanis. So, this gives us the eyes of Joyuse? Anyway, I misread this originally, and it's been pointed out in the comments that this is really good. So, I mean, it was already really good against demons, right? The wearer's psi rating is increased by +1 against demons. But it's the second part, and for each rank of dogmatic. So, it's not just demons, it's each rank of dogmatic 100% of the time. That's incredible, so obviously we want that. The reliquary helmet is embedded with the Auspix targeting system of the beneficent militants Bishop Joyuse. The saint's blood is caked in the cracks of the visor, staining the battlefield in a deep purple-black. Okay, cool. Also got his Drusian opinion, got some complacency, did lower our efficiency, but overall it's kind of okay. There's nothing else we can get here. Let's do a little check on Foulstone, given that we just did something here. We get Cemetery of the Faithful. What does this give us? Drusian opinion, complacency for all colonies, and flagship gains a 5% bonus to evasion. Blocks maglev railways. Well, we don't have rep with the explorators, so let's go with this. This would get us this thing. Whenever the wearer kills their target with a melee attack, all enemies in a 2-cell radius around the wearer suffer the wearer's willpower bonus mental damage. I do kind of get the feeling that you could definitely build Heinrichs as a lot more of a willpower character than we've built him, and make that kind of his main thing, because we get a lot of willpower melee stuff. But yeah, let's do Cemetery of the Faithful, because Drusian stuff seems good. Right, and execute. Yanis, we have nothing that's buildable. Although we were going to look at this one, get a rep with the Explorators, which gives us med kits, which we can remove traumas as well. And that's replenishing removing of traumas, which is very nice. And that would then open up the opportunity to take one of these. Either this one, and not this one, which will give us Seeker of the Weak. All enemies suffering burning, toxic, bleeding suffer 30% negative to dodge. Okay. Cool. That's fine. Let's head back. Oh, and then Dargonus. Anything here? Dargonus, we would need rep with Fellowship of the Void or Caspelican rep, neither of which we have, so that's fine. Right. Let's head back on our ship then. Now that we've done... Oh, wait, no. Oh, Heinrichs isn't even with us. Okay. Return to the void ship. I need to do some equipping of Heinrichs, as he's the person who actually got something worth equipping. So, Heinrichs. Let's go find him here. So this new thing we got for Heinrichs is incredible, because it's going to increase his psi rating by his dogmatic rank. His dogmatic rank is 2. So it gives him a permanent 2 to his psi rating when it's equipped. That's pretty good. So immediately psi rating 4, and if we use it against a demon, which doesn't really matter too much, but it would then increase by an extra +1. So he'd have 5 psi rating against demons. Now this is really good for his Force Sword, which does additional psi rating damage. So that is going to be doing a lot. So is this already including the psi rating? I don't think it is. Well, I mean, there's an easy way to test, right? I'll take it off. No, so that's not including psi rating. So that's going to do 18 to 24 damage, which let's just compare it to somebody. Abelard, how much does yours do? Abelard's does 10 to 25. So this is going to be more consistent and higher damage than Abelard's, which is very, very cool. And then we get the Lore Imperium stuff, which gives armor for Lore Imperium. I more like the Lore Imperium bonus. I guess we would take it over the Imperial Scroll. Yeah, it gives us a ton of armor, which we don't really need, but I think that's fine. Anyone else Lore Imperiumed? I guess... Yeah, you're kind of Lore Imperium when you're around. What do we have? We have... when the wielder attacks with any ranged weapon at a 1-cell range, that attack also inflicts bleeding. And once per turn, whenever the wearer scores a critical hit with a pistol, the next attack with a pistol costs 0 AP. That actually seems like it would be more useful to have... Let me just switch to the right thing, and then it's not going to be that far away. It'd be more useful to have you have this, because I don't think we're often attacking at no range. So yeah, so 155 Lore Imperium when she's there, 100 otherwise. Which is pretty good. And then we had these ones that we saw before. Dodge reduction bonus for attacks with melee weapons. We thought that could be good for you. Agility athletics is too good. And then dodge reduction doesn't matter for you at all. Yeah, that's fine. And then this won't do anything for anyone, basically. Yeah, your willpower is okay, but you don't really need the... you don't really need this. Yeah, you didn't really need this. That's fine. Cool. We will now head out of that screen. And now I can show you what we need to redo, which is not very much. So, head out here. And we'll move over to the next one. I guess next time we get an event, we should check the... what's it? Next time we get an event, we should check whether you can do it on the bridge. I think that would be an interesting next step. As we could test it if we wanted to, but let's not worry about that. Oh, this one was longer than I thought it was. During the period designated as a night shift, the air throughout the ship suddenly turned stale. Those who are awake report feeling incredibly tired. Those who are asleep later reported having horrible nightmares. Seneschal Abelard Versarian was found in his quarters in a trance-like state. He was pacing the room and talking to an unseen interlocutor, asking the same questions over and over. Why won't the fever break? And does the esteemed chirurgeon have the faintest idea what he's doing? Then he sat by the bed for a long time, clutching the sleeve of a void suit and repeating, Everything will be alright, son. With great difficulty, the enforcers managed to return the Seneschal to his senses. By the order of Seneschal Versarian, the report on the incident has been erased from the ship's logs. Oh, so maybe that's something that happened to Abelard's son? Or, you know, somebody he saw as the son? Okay. The vessel's confessors report discontent among their flock. During the traditional sermon before departure, a ritual chandelier's 100 candles were snuffed out at once. The missionaries attribute this incident to an open ventilation shaft, but the voidsman noticed it and are whispering about an ill omen, fearing the woes that may come soon. Ah, we've had this one before. We sanctify all the chambers. Cool. The holy procession, in full accordance with the Ecclesiarchy's liturgical canon, rekindled the faith of the voidsman heart and renewed their belief in the God Emperor's benevolent power. Cool. We've already had that one. Chart new routes from here. Wonderful. Oh, I forgot something we were going to do. But yes, that's all we had to redo. Was literally just come over here and press the button. We were going to get a rep with the explorators so we could kick off the next thing. That's what we're going to do. It was explorators, right? Yeah, it was explorators. So wait for this to load, and then load up the colonies. That's not the colony screen. Colony screen. Yeah, get our more of those. So was it here? Yeah, to get Capella Biologus, we need 11,000 with the explorators. Let's just do that. Yeah, I think this should be fine. Wait, how much do we need exactly? That's a better thing to have a look at. Opposed to just going 11,000, because it was 11,000 and change. So 11,000, yeah. 11,675. Okay. Hello. Yes. Do I have anything for you, by the way? No, I don't have enough of any of this for you. That's fine. Let's head out here. Explorators. Select tradable. And I was keeping one of everything. So let's untick some of the ones that I... select tradable, sort by type. There we go. Yeah, so I want to keep at least one of everything. So let's keep a fuel, of which most of our stuff is. We'll keep the heretic trophies. Keep one Mechanicus creation. Remember, we only need 11,000 in total, so we actually only need like 8,000 more. Keep arranged weaponry. Keep the ship components. And then the rest you don't take. Oh no, you do take some. Get rid of the armor kits. Get rid of the provisions. Get rid of the holy gifts. And yeah, we can probably take both holy gifts back. Let's try and not use things that are useful. So, head back up here. Mechanicus Creations. Are you the only person who buys Mechanicus Creations? That's actually probably worth having a look at. Who buys Mechanicus Creations? Because it's and Heretic Trophies. Mechanicus Creations and Heretic Trophies. By the way, I got it wrong previously. It's Void Heretic Trophies that the Navy will buy, not Heretic Trophies. How could I be so silly? Does anyone else buy Mechanicus Creations? Wait, you'll give us all this? Oh, you'll give us up to max. Oh, okay then. Well, I'll buy the Heavy Flamer off of you. Martyr's Penance. The wearer can make an infernal pistol shot at short range once per combat. That shot deals 10 to 14 damage and has 40% armor penetration. Roaring Thunder. Huge damage. This Thunder Hammer deals +3 damage and grants a stacking 10% chance to stun an enemy for 1 turn for each point of the enemy's deflection. A successful toughness resistance test negates the effect. Maces and hammers have a special attack, it says at the bottom, that pushes enemies away. Alright, we'll have that. And then we have the Condensed Carapace. The wearer's critical hit chance in melee is increased by 2 times agi bonus percent. Yeah, it's pretty good. I know exactly who that's for. So wait, we're finished with this. Does this mean there's no reason to get any more rep with the Drusians? I have no idea. Let me have a look at that. I found my answer. My answer is, yes, there is a reason to continue getting rep. The reason is that 15 is not max rank, despite us getting all the items. There are, in fact, another 14 ranks that you can get with items, and we just don't have access to the items because they're not in Act 2. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. So, yes, we need to keep going with this. I was just checking in case there was a reason to do something else. I did also see that people have worked out how to cheese it so that you can get every single rep to max, which apparently sounds incredibly crazy in terms of the amount of time it would take, but what you can do is you can actually trade in the grenades and things that you get for Mechanicus Creation Cargo. You can do the same with the medikits that you get, and you can do the same with another one apparently. And what this allows you to do is you can then trade those in with the various factions for rep. And you just keep going backwards and forwards so that you can generate more and more of these. Like, you just go between systems constantly and just generate them because there's no punishment for going between systems. We're not going to do that, but it is interesting to know. Cool. Right, let's leave there. So, well, yeah, my original question was, will they buy Heretic Creation or Mechanicus Creations? That was it. No, so these guys won't. Will the Fellowship of the... Wait, who's the other one I'm working with? Fellowship of the Void? Will you buy Mechanicus Creations? No. So, I think Mechanicus Creations are probably unique to... no, they're also bought by Caspelica. I see. So yeah, Mechanicus Creations are Caspelica and these guys. Okay. In which case, we can probably trade them in first. Let's hide untradeable. There we go. So let's trade all of these with you guys because we have nobody else we want to trade them with. We'll keep one just for us. So do a little trade. Okay. Also, apparently each rank you get with rep, it makes the other factions rep cost more, which is why it's difficult to do like all 4 because it costs more and more and more and more. That's basically what we've learned. Fuel is probably fine because it's something that nobody wants as their main one, I think. So let's do a bunch of fuel. There we go. We have so much fuel generated. It's crazy. Right. Keep going. More fuel. And more fuel. Let's just trade that. And then we'll... there we go. That's the exact number we need. So it was linked basically to your next explorator's level. Okay. And then ranged weaponry is also not a very popular one, so we'll do that. 1,000 gets us exactly what we need, basically. Cool. Now we're going to go into trading. We're going to grab this. So grants the wearer bonus to Medicae. Okay. We got a new plasma pistol. Portative manipulator. Using reload for any weapon costs 1 AP less. Okay. And we got a new Omniscient axe for attacks of opportunity. We got a precise las gun. And we got many, many medikits. Wonderful. Right, so now we've done that, we can head out of here. We can go into the colony management. I keep clicking the wrong one. And then go into Yanis, and we can take Capella Biologus, which is one of the ones that you can get the Mechanicus Creation Cargo out of, because you can get these constantly respawning. Anyway. The Magos Biologists, custodians of Yanis' sacred irrigation plants, have taken an interest to the unique substances discovered on the planet. If provided with the resources for erecting a chapel, they will delve into the mysteries of the chem synthesis, which can turn deadly toxins into the basic substances needed for life-saving Medicae kits. Sounds great to me. So let's do that. Wonderful. Anything in Dargonis that I can get now that I've done that? No, I suppose I could try and raise these up if I needed to, but let's not worry about that. That's fine. Although, actually, that was a weapon it was offering me, so maybe I should have had a look. Right. Now we can do more equipping. So you are going to replace your Wasteland Twister with the Roaring Thunder. Actually, maybe we'll just replace Thunderhammer with this, and we'll use the Roaring Thunder most of the time. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Yep, that seems good. And then we can always switch to this if we need the parry, which is quite nice to have. Grants you toughness bonus to Medicae. Your toughness bonus is 7, but your Medicae stat is terrible. Also grants toughness bonus to MP after using a Medikit. I don't think we need that. Plasma weaponry is your kind of thing. So it's Infernal Pistol versus the Plasma Pistol. This does more damage, but has lower armor pen by a little bit. Also has a lot more range. I think this Plasma Pistol is better than the Infernal Pistol. So let's equip it. Then we have the axe, which also is just straight up better. Yeah. Okay. So that's pretty cool. Precise lasgun is kind of our thing right now. So is this better than the Archaeotech lasgun? Not really. The main benefit would be the hit chance, but it's not better. Martyr's Penance. I mean, that's kind of the thing that you might use instead of your needle ring. Yeah, although it doesn't really matter. It's basically just the thing for anyone who has a spare slot. If we have anybody with a spare slot here. Let's see. No, we don't really have anyone. That's fine. Yes, I had somebody immediately in mind for this one. Oh, you have a spare slot. There we go. You can have that then. Do we have anything else that can go in that slot for you? Reload costs 1 AP less. I mean, that's probably pretty good. Let's just see if we have anything else that fits in that slot. Ranged weapon at 1 range is not actually relevant for you, weirdly. Although everything you have is a ranged weapon. Bonus to tech use. Yeah. Okay. I guess this one makes sense then. Reloads cost 1 less. Okay. Cool. But yes, the one I actually had for you was this. So, critical hit chance in melee... Oh, in melee combat it's increased by agi bonus. Oh, never mind. This isn't as good as I thought it was for you. Because I was thinking, oh, she has agi. But no, it's actually more for you then. Right? Yeah. This is more for you then. Your agi bonus will drop, but... this is going to give you critical hit chance in melee combat. So he's actually a lot stronger than he used to be. That is probably good for her, though. The one that we just took off. Yeah, it's another 10 agi for her. So she's now at 80, which is great. So she's feeling a lot better. Any of these seem like they're better for other people? Medium armor. Do you use medium armor? You might. Yeah, you do. Yeah, okay, I looked at this and went, yeah, this I've already done that one where I looked at both of them and go, yeah, that one's just better. These are all heavy, which he can use, but there's not really any reason for him to use heavy, because his dodge is not terrible. Although his dodge right now is pretty bad. Why is his dodge so bad right now? His dodge is usually higher, right? Maybe we could give him heavy armor. I mean, if his dodge is terrible, we might as well just give him heavy armor, right? Yeah, it gives him deflection as well. Yeah, maybe deflection against ranged attacks would not be terrible for him. That seems good. Okay. So now we're we're only 10% actually less likely to dodge, but we are going to take a lot less damage, so that seems good. Anything else that we got here that we want to have a look at? Epiphany, I don't think we need to worry about. The Flamer would be kind of a you thing. It does more top... Actually, it doesn't even do more top end than Infernical. Yeah, it has a larger range, as in it's got an AoE that's much larger, but I don't think that really matters. Reconstructed Flamer Pistol. That seems pretty good. You can't use Flamers. Anyone else able to use them at all? Are you able to use Flamers? No. Okay, in which case that's us done there. I think we're good. Right. That was a lot of back and forth. let's save and then head back out to do what we were starting with today. Right. Yeah, I think we've got where we were. Ah, dear. Right, keep getting distracted every time we try and do something in this game. I'm like, oh, another thing to do. And then we got to equip, then we got to level up, then we got to equip, then we got to level up, then we got to do another thing. It's a good loop for getting you to keep playing. I'm quite happy with. Bunch of stuff, we'll just collect it and chuck it in the pile. It's all kind of garbage, which makes me think we probably should have come here earlier. Just makes sense, really. What's this? Xenotech. Ooh, 4 Xenotech? That's really good. I don't have enough extractiums to really... Well, I suppose it is the only thing we're really... we are missing plasteel as well. Do it. We need to go to Foulstone anyway, and we're probably going to get a bunch at Foulstone, so... Let's do that. This one? Scan. Ooh. Another piece of the Archaeotech. A surviving piece of Archaeotech mechanism of unknown purpose discovered among the wreckage of an ancient Imperial vessel on one of the planets inside the cradle of Kirpi. Bit by bit, rumor completed. Unknown mechanism, rumor completed. Okay. We got a new contract. Lugnalia's Crusade. People, and it gives us the Hand of Avolius. After a successful attack, these gauntlets grant the wearer a 50% chance to inflict bleeding effect on enemies that fail a toughness test. If they have dogmatic adherent, the test is made with a -20 penalty. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. I'll take it. Prelate Lugnalia of the Order of the Hammer intends to bring throngs of armed pilgrims to worlds that currently serve as the resting places of Saint Cognatius's relics, and reclaim these objects in the name of the faith by force if necessary. We did it! Completed 20 orders, although I don't think that means we got it. I think that means we've increased progress towards it. Rogue Trader's crew once again came across a plundered vessel containing ancient machines. This time, Tech Priest greedily inspected everything down to the last cog, but all they were able to scavenge was another fragment of Archaeotech mechanism. Perhaps somewhere in the Expanse there are more ships like these. What was the one that I just completed? Unknown mechanism. We stumbled upon the plundered remains of an ancient Imperial vessel. An intricate component was discovered among the meager pickings that remained, and servants of the machine cult identified it as a piece of Archaeotech mechanism. Ah, okay. Cool. That seems good. Quick save. How many pieces of mechanism do I have? It looked like there were quarters, right? So I have 3, so probably one more and we're done on that one. Alright, quick save again. Oh, I also got the hand. I just remembered we got another piece of equipment. As I said, it's constant. Like, another piece of equipment, another thing to do. Weapon skill and strength, or this bleeding effect. I'll keep you where you are right now, but the bleeding effect could be good later. Scan. We have a distress signal and promethium. Let's quick save again, and let's go and have a look at this distress signal. I'm also going to repair my ship. There we go. I'm happy with this. Let's maybe swap out some of these guys. Let's bring in Heinrichs. And you know what? Let's go back to bringing in somebody who's going to give us extra turns. Let's bring in Jai. We changed some of how she works, so let's bring her in, just to see what happens. I do like when we're doing some of these random ones to bring someone else in, just so we can be like, how do they work again? Can we remember how the character works? Okay. Let's see how we're looking. So Abelard, Heinrichs, Argenta. Yeah, I need to change formation in here anyway because we're in the wrong spot, so I think. Yeah, so it should be... actually this one is more like this. Yeah. Kind of weird. Yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking for. Because we're the only person with a sniper on this one. Okay, well we have a distress signal, but we don't really know from what yet. Examine the transmitter down there.
Wanna know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about being in my nice heated cabin, with a glass of something warm and somebody warm pressed up against me.
Mm-hmm. Nobody had anything to say to that one? Okay. Just want to have a look over the top here. Don't see anything down here. We heard like a little grunt noise, but nothing else. Okay. 2 people huddled up who are dead.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Let's see. Two skeletons are lying in strange positions, as if one was either carrying or hugging the other and did not let go even in death. Their gear is badly damaged and decayed. Let's carefully inspect the skeletons and their gear. There are 3 things worthy of note. Fragments of some sort of devices that both skeletons carried on their belts, some shiny trinkets from the remains of the carried skeleton's bag, and an old portable cogitator in the other's bag. Examine the broken device. The pieces of broken tech suggest it was a rudimentary radar jammer, an item commonly utilized by pirates in the Koronus Expanse. Trinkets? The trinkets are clearly of Xenos origin. They are miscellaneous, time-worn items that have no particular value. One can assume they are petty trophies looted from several corpses. Try to extract the data from the cogitator, which should be guaranteed. Yep. The cogitator has been exposed to the elements for decades or even centuries. It is a small miracle you're able to extract a fragment of Vox recording, apparently the last communications. We're rich! Chaos, take me rich! Look out. Fly. For crying out loud, spit it out. What have you found? Rich! Screw Footfall, the Expanse can go to the orcs. We're out of here. Calixis, here we come. Yeah, because with our record, Calixis is definitely the place to go. What makes you think life's any better there anyway? I want a house on some planet, a mansion, with a lion statue at the entrance. It'll have a servitor of one job, dusting my lion statue. Fly, you idiot. You're still on a dangerous planet. Quick, sending me your hollering. Get back here or just tell me what you found already. Fly? Fly, you coming? I'm coming for you, dumbass. If you're not responding just to mess with me, you're dead meat. Ah. And then it turns out they're both dead meat. Okay, so something got them on this planet.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Okay. Well, this is obviously a fight location. Let's jump down.
There.
Okay, what's going on over here? The skeleton is a decayed tech, or in decayed tech priest robes, is missing its right leg. Judging by what remains of the bones, the leg was hacked off. It seems the person was still alive when it happened, and they reached this spot by crawling rather than walking, so something ate their leg. Well, that's not good. I get the feeling we're going to click on this and then, like, things are going to rise up out of the snow.
Let us not dawdle.
I bet that as soon as we come across something interesting, the greedy hunk of junk will crackle on about the privileges of the Adeptus Mechanicus and try to lay his hands on the spoils.
Ah, that's talking to Pascal.
I am judging and disregarding the statement of the unworthy thief who has disrespected the privileges of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Okay, that's a good one. I do like that those are voiced now. That's cool. Opposed to them just popping up randomly, which is where we were before. Let's ignore the transmitter. Ancient remains, Lore Xenos.
One and it's done.
Bone structure indicates these belong to an Aldari, not a human. Oh. Okay. Let's leave and come back.
Open.
Yeah. But there's no reason for us to stay here
The Inquisition
right now.
taught me
We're gonna
many
leave,
things.
go get our Aldari, and then come back and see if she has anything to say about it. It'd be nice if there was a way to change party here rather than having to return to the void ship and do a reload, but you know, I'll take what I can. Can I just... I'm just double checking on the edge here. No, there is no way to do it. Okay. So we'll head all the way back. We'll grab our Aldari. We'll head all the way back in. Alright, back in. Do a reload. Let's take out... I don't know. Let's take out Argenta and bring in Urlet. I think that's fine. Yeah. I mean, it is an Aldari thing, so let's bring her in instead. Argenta's not really an Aldari expert. Means that our formation is wrong again,
Is there
obviously.
money to be made?
Let's quickly have a look here. Yeah, so it's going to be something like... Actually, this is not terrible, but it's more like... This is what we're looking at. Just kind of an odd formation as well, but whatever. We're very, like, frontline heavy, I would say.
I always have a backup
Well,
plan.
previously, we pretty much every fight we were
Easily
sniper
done.
heavy, so cool. Head all the way over here. Let's see if she has anything to say. Nothing, huh? Nothing. Okay. Ignoring the transmitter till we've had a good
Rise
look
to
around.
the top, or
I
get
sense
left in the
something
dust.
nearby.
Disable the mechanism. Do that in a second. Examine the transmitter. Of course. Oh, if I
What
disabled the
about you,
mechanism, then
Without
that
fear
wouldn't have
or
happened.
hesitation.
I see, I see. Okay, I understand. We got tricked. Prepare for battle. We go first, followed by a couple of the turrets. Yeah, so Erlet, you're kind of looking like there. That seems like a good spot for you. Jai, maybe here. We're then looking at Heinrichs. We're thinking maybe here for you. Also, lots of traps everywhere, which is horrible. Guess actually you're my demolitions person now, right? You're kind of equally bad at being my demolitions person. Heinrichs is my demolitions person. Let's move you up here so I can disable that. I think it was a tech use check, so let's maybe have Pascal up here as well. As far as he can get. Abelard, you're gonna go there. And then... Actually, Abelard can maybe go here, and then we'll figure it out. And then, who else have we got? Oh, that is everybody. Okay. Start the battle. So, I think that we're going to go for front line here for right now. Going to go back line. Let's make it here.
It's as good as done.
That's fine. And then rear is going to go there.
Who, if not me?
Okay, we're actually going to move as well, just so we're in the defensive zone. No, we're going to get shot in the back, but that's okay. Maybe this is the one that we target first.
On it.
Put some stacks on it. We got any armor on it? Yeah, tons of armor. Let's
I'll
surefire
make
plan
it
to
happen.
start with. That is then going to allow us to trigger its second effect, which lowers damage when we use
I'll
a
see to it
non-damaging
personally.
effect. Okay. We're then going to use joint analysis to increase other people's damage. What we got here, this one allows us to double an area's thing. Okay. We can shoot it for not very much, or we can shoot it for not very much. Okay. Let's shoot it.
I'll make it happen.
Okay. That's fine. Don't really know what those were. They both seem to miss. Is that right? I have no idea. They didn't seem to do damage, so I guess they missed. Roulette, can you see this one? You can? Perfect. Let's do some marking of prey. So, prey. Prey.
I understand your intent.
Okay. And then maybe prey.
This tedium is beneath me.
Okay. That's fine. Then we're gonna go for extra stacks.
If I must.
Shooting seems to do a good amount of damage there. Do Call the Bold as well. Call the Bold. Claim the bounty. We don't have enough for all of that. Yes, so shoot.
If it serves your cause. No weakness is hidden from my
Followed
sight.
by claim the bounty.
I understand your intent. Ancestors
Nice.
guide me.
That seems good. Then end your turn. Jai? Voice
Tell
of
me,
command.
and it is done.
Inspire. Give her
You've
another
got a
turn.
problem? I've got a prize.
Shoot it.
This tedium is beneath me. No weakness is
Nice
hidden
damage.
from my sight.
We could then start shooting this thing if we wanted to. We could also use press the advantage. Give
Am I
ourselves a
getting paid
little
for this?
extra damage there. Good. Yeah, let's just go for a shot.
I can do that with the right incent. Jai Haydari.
Okay.
Remember the
Didn't
name.
quite get it. Although apparently you can do toxic to a turret, which is kind of weird. Has it actually got toxic on it? No. Okay, that's fine. It just said it failed its test, which is why I was a little confused. Oh, I got a critical hit. I should have done another attack. I completely missed that for a second there.
Only a pain
Ah,
won't
I see.
stop
We
me.
dodged into the monofilament grenade. That's a bold move. Wouldn't call it my favorite move in the world. Let's make sure we hit everybody with this, if we can. Can't. Okay, let's make sure we hit these
Let's
guys
see
with
to it.
this. Okay. Followed by Shield of the Emperor. Followed by Hammer of the Emperor.
Glory.
Followed by extra damage onto Abelard. Followed by a heal onto Malachi. Okay. Followed by running over. I don't think I can even access the thing anymore, actually. They disable the mechanism thing. That's fine. Could take a shot at this guy just to do some damage. I take a shot at you? No, you're out of range. That would be impossible. I'd love to get over there if we could, but we're not going to be able to do that this turn. I guess you could cost 2 to disable as well. Yeah, let's just do a shot. Let's just shoot over here.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Nice. Okay. Seems good. I've changed my mind about what you're doing. You're gonna... Good question about what you're gonna do, actually. Let's figure this out. You can't disable this. That's the problem. It's it's Lord Xenos to disable. It's not even... I didn't even realize. It's not... yeah, the normal thing. That's annoying. Do a ton of damage there. You could get that kill potentially if we wanted to. Yeah, let's get you behind some cover. So yeah, let's get you here and then just kill.
The scriptural prognosis displayed vital functions.
Nice.
Successfully terminated.
Oh, we can inspect wreckage as well on all of these. That's cool. Let's then disable this one, which will do extra damage. Yeah, that's fine. Do a little self-heal as well.
Integrity factor increased.
Nice. We got anything else that we want to do here? Guess we could increase our we increase our cover efficiency. Let's do this buff just so we have it, because you know, it's something we can apply for ourselves. And then that seems good. Abelard, honestly, you can probably tank this. I'm just checking where we want to go here. Yeah, it seems fine. So go here.
I've seen worse
Do a
battles
little
than this in my time.
increase your temporary wounds. Make this guy your sworn enemy.
I will do my duty.
And charge him. Nice. Then do it again.
Reduced to dust.
Wonderful. Well, he knows how to handle things. Okay. This is fine. Looking at where we need to hide. Maybe we will go here. And we could maybe just move the front line over one.
Who if
There
not
we go.
me?
That seems fine. Increase
I'll
other
make
people's
it happen.
damage when they attack things with exploits.
On it.
Perfect spot increases our cover efficiency. So we're now in a better spot. Seeing what we got. Yeah, let's increase stacks.
I will
Surefire
see
plan.
to it personally.
We're then going to reduce its armor.
It's as good as done.
So it now has basically no armor. Interestingly, that didn't use all of it. Oh, I guess the... Oh, it's 10 plus exploits removed. It removes all exploits, except it didn't remove all exploits. Oh, if it reduces target's armor to 0, only removes half. Oh, cool. That's pretty good. We could then take a little shot at it, although we're really not the best person to utilize that. Maybe we'll just shoot at this one.
I'll see to it personally.
Could have maybe used the surefire plan there to increase our damage, but let's not worry about it. Hey, we didn't get hit. Roulette. We have no cover, but that's okay. We're going to stay where we are with you. Does this have something that reduces it to below 20? Yeah, the dodge is reduced as well. And the bounty hunter's next attack deals an additional 19 damage. Okay, that seems pretty good. Yeah. Let's call the
I am not your
bolt
Xenos pet, monkey.
and then shoot it, which will do a ton of damage. So let's put more stacks on it first.
If I must.
Right. Shoot
If it
it.
serves your cause. Ancestors,
Maybe I
guide
should.
me.
Actually, maybe I shouldn't have done more attacks because I could have claimed the bounty. Let's pick one to attack next turn, like say this one.
I understand.
I'll just say
your
that we
intent.
will. Okay. Jai, head here. I'm just seeing how much damage you can do. You could probably kill that, which is actually very good. Yeah, run over here and shoot it.
Living on the edge.
Shoot it. Okay. Voice of Command Heinrichs. Then give
Tell me,
Erlet another
and it is
turn.
done.
That's kind of... Yeah, she actually doesn't shoot with a precise shot on this one. Interesting. I guess it says the next attack cannot miss. It doesn't say it does the attack, although it occasionally did previously. Let's just shoot it.
I deal death with my
Nice.
hands.
That also gave us another attack. Nice. Good. Okay. Oh, solid. That's the end of your turn. Ow.
Kasa.
Heinrichs. Suppose I could try and remove this. Probably want to do this again, right? Yeah, keep trying to apply more resolve. Then we'll do Will of the
Let's see
Emperor.
to it.
Or Shield of the Emperor. Hammer of the Emperor. Disable this. Oh, you can do it from this distance?
There.
How? Okay. Get in here and shoot it, and maybe actually, yeah, get in here and self-buff yourself.
Naturally.
That seems good. Oh, and then increase your temporary wounds because we got that one for free. Okay. Pascal. Get in here. And machine spirit banishment to start off with.
Imperative dictates.
We do have a hit here, so that's going to cost us 1. This will then cost us 2. Let's do this to increase our stacks. Hit him. Followed by shooting. And then that's pretty much it. Yeah, end your turn. Abelard, where are you going? Guess you're heading up to that one, maybe? You don't really have anywhere to go, so let's just go here and charge.
At your beck and call.
Right. increase
It will be done.
your temporary wounds,
Indeed.
bulwark, and I don't know. Can't really taunt these guys, I guess. Let's let's just use this
Victory
one
is
to
imminent.
increase his deflection. That's fine. Our turn. Okay. There's no reason to do anything there. Maybe we'll just move this up. So move our front line up. Then we're gonna mark
if
you for
not me?
more stacks. Increase
I'll make it happen.
damage of other people per stack. Switch to our other gun. Just thinking that seems pretty good. Let's maybe go for a decrease on armor. Okay, surefire
I'll
plan.
see to it personally.
Actually, you know what? Maybe shoot that one.
I'll make it happen.
Okay, not quite enough, but sure.
Ancestors
Hey,
guide
we got
me.
a free attack. Nice. I knew we got one. Kill it.
See you moving?
Nice.
No more. This tedium is beneath me.
I clicked reload by accident. Alright,
Looks like I'll need more augmentations.
you're next. We can give somebody a whole extra turn. Heinrichs. You know what? First of all, inspire. I can't see you. Wait, why can I not inspire him?
Me?
Target
Never
is
in a
too
thousand
far.
sectors.
Okay. That's fair.
I
Inspire
know what I'm
him.
doing, usually.
Okay. We then give him movement immediately. And move him in and get him to attack. I think I'm just going to give him the extra turn
Wanna
immediately,
see a
though.
trick?
Right, because I think that he can kill this in one hit. So let's go aim for an opening.
The Emperor is on our side.
I already have this applied. He already has the extra damage applied. Does this this doesn't stack, does it? Let's try it, because I think we've tried it before, but I just want to double check. That does not stack. No. In fact, yeah, it doesn't stack. That's fine. So what we now want to do is we want to use. We've already used aim for an opening. Want to use Killing Edge. And it did 411 damage. Alright, that's pretty good. That's a reasonable amount of damage to do. Yeah. Okay. And then shoot it.
Let's see to it.
Didn't quite kill it. Okay. Oh, shoot it again. Apparently I just
won't
have
object
unlimited
to it.
shots.
Your reckoning is due.
Nice. Okay. Merge up over here. And let's go do
Always
some
keep
things.
your eye on
So
the price.
we can disarm these.
A job for me.
Why is it using Jai? Is her Lore Xenos better than our Lore Xenos? Or is it just using somebody who has enough? Her Lore Xenos is better than our Lore Xenos. Oh. Tech use. We'll just use the tech use thing there. We got a Shuriken pistol, which we've already had one of, and makeshift heavy Xenomesh. 2 deflection against non-human enemies and +5 wounds. Okay. Interesting heavy armor. Disable. I guess actually,
And done.
yeah,
not
doing the
do
fight seems better because you seem to get the reward for actually doing the fight as well.
One and it's done.
Yeah, so you get all of these things. Intact components are scattered amidst the turret wreckage. Perhaps they could be useful.
I always
Maybe you get
keep
something
my
else if
options
you don't
open.
do it. Like maybe you get something else if you disable the mechanism.
A job for me.
It seems like you're getting rewarded for like falling into the trap. Okay.
My
Well,
pleasure.
whatever.
I
I'll take the
always have a
reward.
backup plan.
One and it's done.
Hey, we got some more random things. Okay, this one.
A job for me.
Nice.
Rise to the
getting
top.
even more Xeno
or get left in the
artifacts.
dust.
This one. Okay.
Damn it! I
failed?
mean, just bad luck.
Oh, okay.
My pleasure.
Do this one. Yeah, so the tech option is obviously
And
gone now.
done.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought, actually, which is why we didn't come across the bridge.
A job for
Okay,
me.
grab those.
Is there money to be made?
Grab these.
One and
Wonderful.
it's done.
And then we have the transmitter. The unsettling structure adorned in strange masks vaguely resembles the antenna of a powerful transmitter. As base, you see a cogitator and a few other devices. It seems that some part of the structure is buried underground. Investigate the entire structure. You identify a number of elements of the structure: the long-range antenna of a design standard for Imperial colonies, the cogitator, the Aldari beacon, and half a dozen other devices of varied origin. They all have one thing in common: this tech is designed to transmit basic signals to neighbouring space, most common being requests for assistance and ship distress codes. So, someone loaded this miserable place with transmitters from various races in the hopes that someone would land here and run into their welcoming committee. Clever. I saw similar tactics used in my years in the Navy. True, in a war zone you're usually on high alert. You don't just hair off after a lone distress signal. But in an isolated place like this, you expect the most likely scenario, just a ship that had to make an emergency landing. Looks like plenty fell for it. That must be what the people were doing outside. So they were like, oh, we found something, they get here, and then they get shot, and then the people just come and loot afterwards. Noticing the interest with which Pascal is surveying the construct, Heinrichs asks, "Are you studying the device? Isn't its very existence a violation of the protocols of assembly?" The tech priest's tone is pensive and his visor flashes. "This statement is true. This construct has been assembled in contravention of canon law and must certainly be disassembled, but not just yet. So we can force access to the cogitator or blow up the structure, which gets us we lose a melta charge. Force access to the cogitator? You manage to penetrate the cogitator's defenses. Its function is rather simple, a program that's designed to activate the transmitter once every 5 years and send out a ship distress signal into space. Turn it off? You destroy the program and disable the transmitter. No one will respond to the sinister signal ever again. And then I'm going to blow it up. Nice. You set the charges carefully. Without a doubt, the structure will be destroyed with expert precision along with the underground part. We get 5 Iconoclast for doing that. Alright. we disabled it and then we got 5 for it. Oh, awareness test?
I have learned much in my exile.
The explosion exposes a channel of cables leading away from the transmitter. That's probably not the only element of the trap. We should sniff around here some more, Lord Captain. There should be a bunker, a control room, or something else that was used by whoever set the trap. That's what Abelard
Always
said.
keep your eye on the prize.
Okay. Should be a bunker by whoever set the trap, huh? It says that there is more over here. By blowing it up, did I mess things up?
I always keep my options open.
So over here, maybe?
None are better at searching.
There we go. Demolitions test. Okay, well, let's see if we get it.
That was a problem for you.
Nice, we did get it. Alright, into the bunker. Let's see what we got. You investigated the secret bunker in the distress signal zone. Wonderful. Achievement. Got some goods. Lures Xenos to disable the trap.
Ready
So
as
Jai,
always. Every day, a new
we'll take
opportunity.
your route through. Do it.
And done.
Nice.
I always have
Okay.
a backup plan.
Save. Just again, before we do anything else, grab the goods. So we got Anatomy Tome. The wearer gains a strength bonus plus int bonus, additional damage for single attacks against human enemies. Also grants +5 bonus to Medicae. Okay. I mean, that's kinda your bread and butter. Sorry, where are we? Your bread and butter. The only problem is that we're not like it has to be against human enemies, which means that it's kind of limited. This would be good. Some of these ones feel like things where if it's a tough fight, I need to go and look at my inventory and see whether we have specifics for specific types of enemies, but yeah, it's not good enough to be your generic one.
A minor setback.
Does that just say, oh, we failed it. This horrific unknown creature does not look like the typical inhabitant of this planet. Alright, well. I'll do it. I have no shame. I want to know what the lore is. I don't want to just be like, there's nothing here. Is it actually better for us to do a lore Xenos check? Because we have the thing that means that we have double the chance, right? Because it's our... Where are we? It's our advanced skill, right? Or do we have advanced... No, we have advanced skill warp, not Xenos currently. Okay.
My pleasure.
You recognize the horrific dead creature as a Medusae, a monster from the depths of the webway, a favorite pet of the Drukhari. So this was a Drukhari trap. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's all we're going to learn here. Alright, so Aldari turrets Drukhari trap. Makes sense. I mean, it literally does make sense. I wasn't being sarcastic. I realized that sounded sarcastic, but no. It does make sense. Yeah. So they were luring people in and then getting stuff off of them. Right. Head back to the ship. Okay. Cool. So we now have everything that we wanted from that planet. And that definitely seems like a planet we could have gone to earlier and got stuff out of. So, yeah, I feel like some of these are going to be things we could have done earlier for more easy XP, which is fine. I'm quite happy to do these now and get the XP now. How much are we off from the next level, by the way? Only 500. Oh, 580. That's not bad at all. How much are we off from the next level of this? Quite a lot, yeah. We got to level 2 so quickly. You only need 45 for level 2 and then, like, you know, 200 for level 3. It's crazy. Yeah. We're actually getting quite close to level 2 of Dogmatic as well, and no heretical stuff. Although, I guess there is a reason to get, like, a single level of heretical. Yeah. It's kind of interesting. There is a reason, because you can get these bonuses. We're not going to be heretical, but it's interesting that there is a bonus, there is a reason to take it. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.